Hey guys, I'm going to try to help you set up your Google Classroom. I know due to recent events, we're all very new to this, and I'm pretty confident with Google Classroom. So I'm going to try to get you guys a real quick tutorial on how to set up your classes, even if you don't have access to the student emails. That seems to be causing some concern. So let's get this started. Uh, Make sure you're using a Chrome browser. That's going to make things run a lot smoother for you. And we are Google School, so it's intuitive for most of you to do. As you can see, I'm on the Google homepage here, and it's going to be very important that you're logged in here to your school email. So I'm just going to hover over that, and it confirms that I'm using my school email, not a personal email account. And so that's very simple. Next, I want to click on the tic-tac-toe or the waffle, whatever you want to call it. That's just what we refer to it in class, so we know what we're looking for. And then we'll scroll down if need be, and I'm going to see down here old school blackboard with a silhouette of people on it called Classroom. So I want to click on that. Now you can see here I've got classes set up because I use Google Classroom on a daily basis with my students, so they're used to doing this. And yours mostly will be as well. So the way I've got this set up is I've got my classes, each individual hour had a class. That's my way of doing things. But you'll see that first, third, sixth, and seventh are the same class. So I could have easily just as combined all of those students into one folder. That way I only had to do things one time. This is going to be up to you. But to set up your classroom is very straightforward, very simple. In the upper right hand corner, you see this little plus sign that says create or join a class. If I click on that, I'm going to create a brand new class. Now down here, this is not super important. It's just for you. And when it talks about class name, that's important for your students. They know what this is. So I'm just going to put in here Mr. Swafford's class. Sorry. The rest of this, once again, is not as important as that, but I'm going to go ahead and choose Create. It takes 1 second. Now, we have at the top these tabs, Stream, Classwork, People, and Grades. We'll talk about Stream and Classwork at another time, but let's talk about People. That's who we need to add. So you'll see here that I'm a teacher to this, and you can add other teachers to this if you need. As a high school teacher, I don't see this as a useful thing, but the elementary, middle school teachers, maybe this is something that you need to look at. But I want to look at students, and I want to click on this silhouette of a person with a plus sign, says Invite Students. So I want to click that. Now it says type name or email, so that makes this very, very simple. Excuse me. I want to add Chad Austin to my class. So I noticed I just typed Chad and it started propagating names. Very simple. I can click on that and I can add more students if I want to. I can type in Kaufman here, and there's Marlon Kaufman. I want to go ahead and invite them to my class. And it's going to send them an email to their school email. That's how this is set up. It's set up to work through school email. So I've invited them to my class. So now I'm waiting for them to return or accept that invitation. So if you haven't set your classroom up and your students aren't familiar with this, you may need to reach out to whatever process that you've done to communicate with them in the past to say, hey, I've sent you an email to your school account to invite you to my classroom. And so from there, they can accept that invitation, and then they'll be logged into your classroom. And then from that point, we can talk more about the stream and how to work with the stream, and as well as how to work with the classroom. But for now, that should at least give you a couple of days to get your classes set up so that you can go through that next process. I hope this was helpful, and thank you very much.